Shockwave. Interrupt. Shockwave. Interrupt. Shockwave. 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 Shockwave.
Hello everybody, here we are. Also for Tournament 20, trying to push a bit this week. As you might have heard, good week this week to push. I'm having some trouble though, not gonna lie to you. It hasn't been as easy as I thought it could have been, but hey-ho. Still managed to do some of the stuff I wanted to do this week, so it's not all bad news.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
Hope you guys are having a fantastic week so far. Plenty of stuff timed, fingers crossed. I have at least 3 more dungeons I would absolutely love to time this week. I'm trying my very, very best to make it happen. But it's been quite hard indeed. What I've been finding as well, to be perfectly honest with you, is that it feels that Blizzard gave us quite a lot of muscle to play with this season compared to other seasons.
Shockwave.
I don't know what the difference in DPS would be from Season 1 to Season 2 in general, but with the set pieces, it honestly feels like
Shockwave.
people are blasting a lot more, and in terms of scaling,
Shockwave.
it doesn't look like the damage is anywhere similar to Season 2, so it feels like Season 3 everyone got like a, with the set pieces, like a burst of, say, easily 3k, 4k DPS extra from one season to the next, compared to Season 1 to Season 2, it was like what? Maybe an extra 2k DPS maximum. At least at the start of the season, you know what I mean? Before people have like all the raid gear and stuff. This season feels a lot more generous in terms of how much muscle people were given compared to the previous season. As a result, I feel
Watch your step.
you have a lot of people that would normally not come as far, at least pugging. They would not go as far pugging as they can go nowadays. I see a lot of people with 3k score that on the previous season, and you can see some of them, you can actually see the previous season score. It's nowhere near. They had like 2.2k, 2.3k maybe, and now they're very close to 3k or above 3k. And I do believe it's because Blizzard was very generous, giving plenty of muscle with the new gear. You can muscle through a lot of the content right now. But what happens is, you see a lot of people on high keys doing very silly mistakes that you would not expect. Messed up the jump there. Never mind, never mind. There we go, big pull here. This pull is normally safe, I keep saying it. Because it's mostly melee DPS, so
Shockwave.
normally safe to pull. You have a couple of casters, but the casters should not be enough
Shockwave.
to wipe you, per se. Remember, this week you want to do all where possible.
Shockwave.
You want to use your stuns, and if you have an earth elemental, use it early rather than later. It's gonna get pulls.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
We really want the Hound Master to die first here, but they are not dying first. As a result, they might be
Shockwave.
making the bears big, which I do not fancy. If they are big,
Enrage.
like so, now I cannot face tank.
Shockwave.
I need to stay well away now from the bears. But all good, all good. Managed to ring of peace the bear far away. So not too bad in the end. Doable. Here we are, big pool, but because most DPS is melee, it's fairly easy to kite. I really want the... We want a good relic here. To then do a big pull again. As soon as the air goes down, I can pull more. Countdown. There we are. Now we got HP regeneration for a few seconds. As well as bursts. Should be exactly what we need on this pull here. Right now, because we no longer have the actually. Gonna come here a bit quicker. Next time I come here with when the is still 30% HP or so. Make sure I get most use of the or the HP regeneration. All looking good though. It's still very much so doable. Still a good pull. Maximum use of the gargoyle as well. Nice kicking there. Fantastic. Looks like we have a good team here.
Shockwave.
Trying to make sure I will pull everybody out of the blood if I can. Couldn't get that guy out. I need a kick now.
Shockwave.
There we go. Back on track.
Shockwave.
Out of the pool nicely. Good. We can go for the next pull.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
Managed to ink up in the last second. The skull. She really needs to die first. Mostly because I don't want the bears to be enraged.
Shockwave.
Main reason. If they are enraged, it's gonna take me ages
Shockwave.
to do the pack. Having to kite. Ah, that gargoyle just got pulled by my trinket, actually.
Shockwave.
Didn't have to do anything. Normally I have to do an ability at least. This time I don't have to do anything. We get two gargoyles here very quickly. And off we go to the boss. My rogue used his ability a bit too soon, perhaps.
Move boss.
Now I'm very low HP because 2 gargoyles should be taken at the same time, really. We took 1 gargoyle too soon, maybe. So now I have to tank 1 gargoyle,
Watch your feet.
which normally I don't have to.
Watch your feet. Move boss. Move boss. Watch your feet.
At least we're gonna have 3 gargoyles, it seems, for the whole duration. It's not too bad. We have 1 active now, and I can pull the next one soon. Gonna get extra damage and also defensive. There's an aura that you get from the gargoyle, defensive aura.
Move boss.
Not too bad in the end. The gargoyle should be almost gone, so I'm gonna pull this one now. Got a melee guy next to me who can die. If you are melee, never stand next to the tank, or you're gonna die
Move boss.
because of
Watch
this.
your feet.
Here we are, next gargoyle on us. Lovely stuff. I'm gonna have to move soon as well.
Move boss. Watch your feet.
Have to move a lot now. Trying to get away from all that bad stuff as much as I can. I got 1 melee class next to me. I need to make sure he's not next to me when the boss casts the stuff on me.
Move boss.
There we go, slam, and I can go away. Trying to give my team as much space as possible. Dead. Let's go. Pretty sure we are okay here for percentage. 79.9. Yeah, should be fine. We can skip nicely now. Got Shroud, Distract, good. Am I going too fast? I think I'm going too fast. I'm definitely going too fast. I don't know what happened. Don't know why the rogue stopped. Oh, the shaman. Shaman managed to ank out of combat. That was amazing. Really good, really good. Piece of good news right there. Let's try to eat very quickly before we go again. Count down. Give my team 5 seconds to rebuff and stuff. And off we go. It's obviously saved hero for this boss.
AOE incoming.
So you do 3 gargoyles on the previous boss.
Kill ads.
So that on this boss here, we should be able to save hero. Try to keep them nicely together there.
Target you.
I'm sure it could do a much better job than this. Oh. And then add-on going crazy.
AOE incoming.
My details add-on actually is going crazy for some reason here. It looks like it's because of the gargoyles. I think details add-on is bugging to the gargoyles, it seems.
AOE incoming. Target you.
Let's see if we can get the gargoyles there. There's a whirlwind in the way.
Kill ads.
I think we managed to get one of them.
AOE
Which is not
incoming.
too bad at all, to be honest. I've seen a lot worse. Yeah, fairly close to each other, but oh, the gargoyles now. My details is bugging. Bit annoying.
Target you.
All the gargoyles should die now. Nice. We are doing really well so far, to be honest.
Incoming.
This is the boss that makes or breaks your run, really. If you survive this boss, the run is pretty much done and dusted. If you can't survive this boss, it means
AOE incoming.
it was never meant to be. They are nicely stacked, but they are on top of a pool,
Target you.
which is a bit annoying. Ah! I had to go on top of a pool, but at least we got all the gargoyles. I had to use the cooldown, a big cooldown, so I would stay alive. I don't know why my rogue has aggro. Cannot see any gargoyles. Come on, man. Just die now.
AOE incoming.
I think we should kill the boss. Even with the odds, I think we should just kill boss. I reckon. I'm gonna try to build aggro anyway. I should get away from the slam dunk nicely.
AOE incoming.
And what the hell is happening with my add-on? Maybe everyone is bugging. There we go. I'm gonna try to go big. Doesn't always work. Oh, no cooldown. Because my... Normally, like, you can do... It should be safe this week to do... 3 packs here. 2 packs here. But because my healer was not confident, I decided not to do it. My healer was like, no cooldown, so I'm like... No worry, bro. Let's go small. We should have plenty of time. Hopefully. Nice stun there. I might just go now for the next pack, to be honest.
Shockwave.
There we are, nice and safe.
Shockwave. Shockwave. Shockwave.
Be really careful with the frontal damage here.
Shockwave.
Got stun now if needed, but
Shockwave.
this frontal, this shockwave, you really need, if you can, to stun them.
Shockwave.
Else your melee DPS might die here. You can get one shot pretty much to the shockwave. Or frontal. Whatever you want to call it. Come on, man. Get out of the pool. Nice. Let's go. Now here, your party should go one way. And tank should go another way. Otherwise, people can die to frontal. What you'll see here very often, especially... Oh, look at my rogue. He's already solo HP. What happens very often, if you just follow the tank, you're gonna get... a frontal on you that can basically kill you.
Interrupt. Target you.
Oh, I'm bugging every time there's an ad from the boss. It looks like it's every time there's an ad from the boss. I bug. I mean, my details. Damage meter bugs. Still have 11 minutes. Should be okay. If we don't die a lot on the next room, we should be fine to time this.
Interrupt.
Always try to tank the boss next to the urn in case it's a melee DPS. The melee DPS can keep damaging even if they need to go to an urn. Small detail there can actually help with the overall damage for this boss. Be good to save some DPS now for the next room. Boss is pretty much dead. Off we go. Don't forget that here they will not always aggro, that matters. In here, quite often they will fixate on you, so even if the tank taunts, you still get people on you. So always try to kite. You obviously can go next to the tank. If you go next to the tank, you are more likely to stay alive, because people can AoE TC, the tank can build aggro around him. But like I said, sometimes it's not aggro really. They fixate on you. So you really need to kite. People just went full mode cleave there. Everyone was just cleaving. So we got the woo buff, which we don't need. Any other buff would be amazing now to get this guy down quickly. We're wasting maybe a minute here because we went woo. This is nearly dead. We have plenty of time now for the last boss, as long as we don't die too much. What the hell, man? He reset. That never happened to me. What the hell, man? Maybe it was the woo. Resetting the boss. Don't go woo, boys, unless it's a clever skip with woo. Never go woo, man. I got aggro. Is it the boss, or am I gonna get a pack coming to me in a second? The 1,000 mobs. We are going for woo again, man. Ah. We got something decent in the nick of time, actually.
Shockwave.
People really need to move early, man. Right now we have 6 minutes. It's better just to move 5 seconds early or so, rather than trying to DPS to the max and then waste the run. We can time this so easy, man. People just need to stay alive, really. All we need is to stay alive here. And for the healer should just be topping me, man. Okay, let me go down to 20% HP. We have plenty of time. There's no need for the healer to focus on DPS here. Well, there's normally no need for the elo to focus on DPS at any point. But especially now that you have so much time, man. The most important is to stay alive and to heal. Damage is not important, man. Well, it is important, but not as much this time, because we have plenty of time, that's what I mean. Wizard Discassi. Hey there, man. Sorry to interrupt your stream, but would you be interested in custom designs for your channel? I think so, but I just started, bro. If you'd like to check with me in, like, a month or so from now, I might have a bit more money on my wallet to pay for your services, bro. I'm very, very new right now, so you might have other streamers who can afford your designs a bit more than I can, bro. I can send you my portfolio on Discord if you like. If not, then it's cool as well. Yeah, man, if you like to, like I said, if you like to check on me in a month or so, like in the middle of summer, I might be streaming a lot more. Maybe I'll be slightly more influential in the WoW scene and be able to afford you, bro.
Shockwave.
No worries. Thank you for understanding, brother. But thank you for offering, yeah? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Hopefully soon I'll have some monies to pay for your designs, bro. We can talk then. Thanks, brother. Thank you. You take care of yourself and good luck with your designs, bro. That's a very good start, actually. All's 20. Nicely done with 4 minutes on the clock still, man. Happy days. Happy days indeed. Good damage by everybody, really. Warlock Destro on more than 15k. Rogue on nearly 17k. Really, really good. 4 pieces? Yeah, 4 pieces. Absolutely amazing. Everybody has 4 pieces these days. Well, they all have got 4 pieces. Really, really good. Well played indeed. Even the healer's 4 pieces. Amazing. I'm not sure. There's a Plague Fall 21 that I don't really need, but I think the Warlock had the key. Cheers, bro. Thank you for the follow. You're very, very kind. That's actually our rest of Shami here. Spreading the love. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Very good heals, by the way. Good heals and good damage, man. Almost the same damage as me for the whole run. That's absolutely amazing. GG, well played indeed. Take care of yourself, bro. You take care. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Have a great day, man. Have a great day. Here we are. Very good start indeed. We still have a couple that I would love to time on 20. Gambit and Street. So basically the 2 new ones. Let's see if we can find a little group to do so. A step closer to 3k score. I think with those 2 runs, I might either get super close or go above. I'll probably get so close only. If I get 2 more plus 20 runs, I think I'll get like 29, maybe 80 or so. We'll see what we can find here. As a streets 22 might be a bit too much for me. I think I need 4 pieces to do runs on 22, if I can be perfectly honest. That might be just a little bit too much for me. But maybe next week. To get my 4th piece next week. Cannot wait. Oh, there's a streets here 20. That would be perfect for me. Let's see if I can get an invite. If I do these 2 runs, I'll be very, very happy indeed. Gambit and Mists. And then I can try to get the 3k score next week. Nicely shield, no rush, no worries. Oh, here we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Streets 20. Lovely stuff. I got 2 people in my group who have timed 21s and 20s. That's a great start. I think the key holder is a bit not as experienced, but we should be just fine. Ideally, we might want a class that has a lot of single target this week to complete this party. So Shaman Warlocks, Rogues would be the best bet right here. We got Battle Rest already, we got Hero from the Hunter, so that's all sorted. And for streets, I might be going south rather than north. It's a lot easier. Not sure if I can do a bit of the room together with the boss like I normally do. When I have a really strong group, I will just do the whole of the first room by the time the boss is dead. I normally pull these 2 little guys with the boss, and then one of these guys at the time. They don't come together if you just pull one with the boss as well. But it depends on how much healing I've got and damage. Might be a bit too risky this week though. It's normally easier to do that on fortified weeks rather than tyrannical. Then I'm gonna go down here. It's a lot easier than going up, because these ninjas, like 2 of these ninjas on a tank, will get him always constantly under 50% health. It's too risky. And then you have the patrol as well. It's hard to time the pulls, or you might waste time, like 5-10 seconds wasting time here just to organize the pulls. Much better to go down here. More straightforward. Might do a big pull here to save some time. Let's see how that goes. In the past, I've done the whole room. On plus 16, plus 17, it's safe to do the whole room together. This week, with the pulls, it might still be safe to do so. But as it is a plus 20, I might just pull 2 groups instead of 3. And then the rest should be pretty much straightforward here. I'm so happy that Blizzard nerfed these 2 new instances to the ground. A lot more doable now. I think my party leader is looking for a warlock now, which is a good shout. That would complete this party nicely. This war is asking on the shots if the legendary with Rampage, 30% chance to apply Siege Breaker effect on your target. or Blade Storm is better. I think this week you want single target, don't you? I just share my route here. Also because we are not doing this wing here, you don't need as much cleave. If you go down here, there's a single target guy there. Only 2 guys here, 4 guys here, so it's not cleave heavy, this route. So I think, to answer my warrior's question, I think he should go with the single target legendary. Not Blade Storm, I think he should go with Rampage legendary, I think. But I'm not a warrior myself. And he's asking what component he should go. I have no clue, bro. Faye, AoE. Think, again, I'm gonna repeat myself. I think this week you want to go more for single target. All bosses 4 minutes plus. It's a very long time single targeting on Tyrannical. If you think about on Tyrannical, right? A boss will take around 4 minutes to die. Depending on how much DPS you have, depending on the key level. You might be looking at least at 3 minutes, 4 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes for some bosses, especially if people mess up a mechanic to kill the boss. You might be looking at 5 minutes or so, or more, 6 minutes perhaps on some bosses to down them. So if you think that most dungeons in this game, mythic dungeons, have about 30 minutes, some dungeons have like 40-45 minutes, but on average I would say 35 minutes, it's how much time you're gonna get. 35-40 minutes max, it's how much time you're gonna get to time a run. Like Gambit, for example, has only 30 minutes to be timed, right? So if you think about Gambit as like 3 bosses, right? Am I right? 1, 2, 3 bosses. That's already, if each boss takes 5 minutes, the last boss will probably take 6 minutes or so. It takes ages to kill him, depending on your DPS again. But let's say this guy takes 6 minutes. This guy, 4 minutes or 5 minutes. And this guy, again, 4 to 5 minutes. That's already half the dungeon. Or more than half the dungeon you're gonna be spending on single target pulls. So, very important this week to just focus. If you have 2 specs, one for cleaving, one for single target DPS, you might want to just single target this week, as you're going to spend half of your time on a boss, maybe a quarter or a third of the time just walking around, and then the rest you're going to be cleaving, which is a very small time on tyrannical weeks. Well, I think that analogy kind of puts things into perspective, doesn't it? If you think about things like that, you quickly realize that on tyrannical weeks, cleaving is not that important. Also because big pulls die quicker as well. You have that aspect as well of the game. Even a massive pull, like the other side, Underworld, like the bird room, you can do a massive pull, but they die so quick, man. If you have good DPS on the team, you don't even get to use all your cooldowns for the cleave pull. So yeah, this week just go single target, man. You're gonna get more damage overall as well for the run. You could say, oh yeah, but on a big pool I can get 30k, 40k DPS, maybe 50k DPS. But then that lasts you 1 minute or 2 max, and bosses will be more than half of the run. So that will go down a lot by the time you end your run. I wasn't given leader, so just waiting for the ready check to come in. Just reminding my warrior that he's the leader. Not sure if he's waiting for me to go for the ready check. So streets 20 here, boys and girls. Oh, I got leader now. Lovely stuff. Just to start the stream today, we timed Halls of Atonement 20. That's done. That's one item ticked off the list. Now I really want Gambit and Streets but before this week ends. And I'll be very, very happy indeed. Let's see how this goes. Most people are experienced here. Apart from the warrior, it's his key though. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see how we do. Oh! I thought I was going Streets, but suddenly... we are Gambit. So I'm asking for a hero now. In here, you might want to wait a bit for the giant to go away. I had some pulls in the past where we pulled the giant by mistake. If you do it really quick, right at the start of the run, you should be fine to pull the 3 groups. But I wasn't that quick, I was slow, so I'd much rather wait for the giant to go away.
Crowd control. Attack totem.
Bit too slow there. And now my team is being super slow. Oh, the totem gets healed by the pulls as well. Man, that's terrible, man. I had no idea about that, but that's gonna slow runs a lot. Absolutely massive, that. Try to get these mobs well away from the giant again. I want them all to come down here before the giant approaches. I might want to pull the patrol as well, just because I know they normally... any affixes that normally work on the rest, they do not normally work on this patrol or mobs that are not elite. So the patrol, I know they're not elite, so they don't leave pool, so it's safe to pull the patrol whenever. When it's handy. Now the giant I like to do him by himself, just because the AoE can kill people. Pretty much one shot. All my party is now saying that the leader queued for Streets. I was sure it was Streets. So I'm not sure if everybody's gonna stay here or not. We might see a disband just because the leader said Streets. Is he dying on purpose, that guy? Or did it, maybe with the water he didn't see it. Didn't see the rock being tossed to him. My party is already saying they do not need this run, so I might see people leaving. I need both, so I'm happy. But I think people are gonna start leaving, which is a shame. That happens so often though, bros. How many times did people queue for one or the other, and they meant to queue something else? That happens way too often, man. I don't even know why.
Control.
People are saying that they don't need it on the shots. They haven't left yet. I'm very surprised. It would be really bad if they leave it. If they leave the party after we down a few bosses. If they want to leave, please leave now. It seems like they do not want to leave, but the littlest thing right now, if there's a small little mistake on this run, I can see 2 people already are gonna insta-leave.
Crowd control.
These Murlocs on pugs, you might want to just go really slow, man. Sometimes might look like a massive waste of time to go too slow. But what you'll definitely find is that if they start pulling other stuff,
Crowd control. Attack totem.
or if there are at least 2 totems on the floor. I'm just gonna... I used the touch of death on that totem. Every second the totem stays alive, that's like 20% ill on the Murlocs. People need to kill it ASAP, but they are normally too slow.
Crowd control. Attack totem.
That was much better than before. They killed the totem quite quickly. Well, the good news for the people who do not need this dungeon, the good news is it's one of the quickest dungeons in the game right now. You need to time it in 30 minutes or less. Most people do it in like 25 minutes. Some decent DPS, of course. But at least they will not be stuck here for too long. So yeah, 2 reasons why you want to pull slow here. 1, Murlocs can pull other packs and then you might wipe. 2, you might have 2 or more healing totems, which keep healing the Murlocs, and it's really annoying. You are stuck, basically. They heal with 2 or 3 totems. You're gonna see them healing to full. It's not even funny. So you have to kill the same group like 2 or 3 times if they heal. Someone is blasting. Got this, man. Survival Hunter. On 60k, bros. What the hell? They're almost pulling... They're almost pulling the pack I want to skip. Much better. Oh, come on, get out of the pool. We skip next room, please. You'll see a lot of fail, by the way. You'll see a lot of fail doing this skip. I think the main reason is because it's still quite new. No, man, don't go there! Rip. Rip skip. Now we have too much percentage, I think. That was unlucky, man. The Warlock...
Run.
The Warlock used his fear ability.
Watch your feet.
And it just so happened
Watch your feet.
that it went straight into the next pack, man. That was so unlucky. These guys, if you can skip them, just skip them, really.
Run.
They take too long to die.
Watch your feet.
DPS, especially melee DPS, needs to stop DPSing too many times during this pack because of the AoE ability. You get 1 shot if you don't move.
Run.
Oh, don't kill him, don't kill him. Now you can kill. Nice. No pull for this guy. Now I'm gonna say skip. But I'm not sure if people are gonna skip or just be silly. Let's see in a moment. Pets might pull, as you know. And Pets pulled here. Now we are losing loads of time. That was the Hunter's pet. What Hunters forget is that when they do the camouflage thing, it's like a rogue stealth, and many players don't know that. I know that quite a few people are playing Hunter main now because they are so OP, so they don't have a lot of experience on Hunters.
Watch your feet.
The camouflage thing is like a rogue's shroud or stealth.
Watch your feet.
You are not invisible. You cannot just go in the middle of the mobs and expect to not pull. If you go in the middle of the mobs, you are gonna pull with your pets or yourself.
Run. Run.
So I don't know if I can skip much more. I don't think I can skip much more after this. We just lost like 5 minutes here. Killing this room for nothing. I'm just saying I can do the console. I normally like to do the console because I also have an add-on to quickly do world marks on the floor, so that's even better.
Shockwave.
So people are 200% sure of where to go.
Defensive.
Here we go.
Special coming.
I hope I will not bug, by the way. I bugged here before, it's really annoying. So now I can go like that, and like that, so people know exactly what I meant. There we go, nice and quick. Nicely done, boys. I think there's a skip I can do, actually. I just remembered. Near the bitch. I hope it's gonna be enough percentage at the end, but
Defensive.
I just thought of a skip we can do. Hopefully, the hunter will not ninja pull again on that skip.
Shockwave.
And we should be really good to time it, actually, after that skip.
Defensive. Defensive.
So as soon as we do this boss, that's a skip we can do, actually.
Shockwave.
I have no idea about the percentage, though. We might need to do the percentage at the end, after the last boss. I have no idea.
Defensive.
We go again.
Special coming.
Clear the marks. That one is there. That one is there. Perfect. Nice and quick. I always try to stay on one of the sides to get one of the ads easily.
Defensive. Shockwave. Defensive.
Kick. Nice turn. Warrior playing well there.
Defensive.
Nice. All looking good so far.
Shockwave. Defensive.
I'm actually positively very, very impressed with my party. I think it's the Hunter and the Warlock who do not need this run. But
Defensive.
hats off to them, man. They don't need the run and they are staying, at least for now. I thought they would leave insta,
Special coming.
because obviously our party leader was looking for streets, which he didn't mean to do. It was a mistake. He had Gambit instead. But hats off to this party, man. They don't need the run. And they are doing the noble thing. Well played.
Defensive.
Ooh. We skip now to boss room. Please don't aggro with pets. So now, I think if we skip now, we are back on track. The druid should give us a speed buff. So I think if we get a speed buff from the druids, we should be able to do this nicely. Oh, they're still on the loading screen, man. The war is still on the loading screen. If you aggro, please die. We rest. Just saying. I think the warrior needs to die. He has no... He is what's the... Okay, he's resting. The warrior is Night Elf. He tried to Shadow Melt, but it didn't work very well this time. He doesn't have invisibility potions, he says. That's okay, bro. As you guys know, watching my stream before, I always like to go to the middle pack here first and do the rest after. You'll see pre-mates doing the whole room together, but you very likely need a pre-mate to do that. It's too much damage here. If people don't kick or stun after you run out of kicks, you need to stun and do stuff to make sure the casters never cast. Or somebody is going to be insta-deleted. Normally me. Normally I'm the one being insta-deleted. If I pull... even 2 packs here. 2 packs are enough to kill me. I want to make sure... Yeah, those pools died far away. Nice. I was worried the pools would come to the top of this group. Look at my life, man. Even with 1 pack, because I'm with a pug, we're not coordinating all the CC. My life is dancing the tango, yo. Even more so on the next pack. On the next pack, you'll see... I'll probably drop to like 10% at one point. And to be honest, so far, I'm only doing plus 20, plus 21, of course. Not more than that with pugs. But normally, even doing the packs like this, I normally get to the last boss with like 5-6 minutes. So it's not absolutely needed that you risk it for a biscuit here. I can see people with kick ready who are not kicking. They don't understand how important kicking is here. The warrior, the warlock, they have kick. Oh, look at my life. 1 spell going past our kicking, and I drop so much, man. That's better. All kicks on cooldown. That's how it should be always. Trying to get this guy out of the pool. I think he got stunned at the wrong time. Don't stun. Don't stun stuff about to die, yo. This week. If you want to stun, do it nice and early on the pool. So you are 100% sure you'll not force the mobs to stay in the pool being illed. On this boss here, as a tank, always stay on top of the boss.
Breath incoming.
As on top of the boss as you possibly can. It's a lot easier to rotate him if you are right on top of her. Just like so, but I actually don't need the breath this time. And I just killed my warrior, it seems. I'm gonna leave 1. It was rooted. There was no point to use my my ring there, because it was rooted. We got maybe too many melee classes with us, because the hunter is survival. I can see they are giving a really hard time to my healer.
Breath incoming. Breath incoming.
I might want to go down again, just to get out of the bombs. These bombs here.
Breath incoming.
That was risky. Because there's so many melee, it actually makes this boss a lot harder.
Breath incoming.
With all the melee. I get too many bombs on top of the boss. Normally I have more space. On my corner there, normally I always think the boss in the corner.
Breath incoming.
And I normally get 10 times more space than this.
Watch your feet.
Man, really? I think now it's because we have too much DPS. The boss did the ability twice in a row. Really annoyed me. Right, now we can do this. There we go.
Breath incoming.
And because we have so much melee as well, I can see...
Breath incoming.
Ah! The mobs are harder to kill as well, because normally I only have one melee class with me doing this boss. Because I have 2 melee,
Breath incoming.
the way they move, the odds, the way they move is a bit annoying as well. Normally they stay more in the center of the room, rather than... Again, man! Twice in a row!
Breath incoming.
Damn. So annoying. Now, this is a terrible position to be in. I cannot kill much like this, unless we have a mass roots now.
Breath incoming.
Mass roots would be amazing. Let's see if I can get the boss here. Just trying to get away from the odds. Give us extra time.
Breath incoming.
Rubbish. That was absolutely rubbish. Boss is almost dead though. That's the good news. I'm here, you. Please die now.
Breath incoming.
Nice. So I think for percentage we might be okay. I don't even know. I need to double check. If you're okay for percentage. Oh my god, the bombs are still going on. Fail. Skip next. Wall. I'm gonna check percentage at the end. I don't have time to check percentage. So here you should mount up. Very easy skip. People just wall. He should not aggro at all. That guy, you cannot pull him with any other packs because, especially with pugs, because you're gonna kill someone. You have the frontal, you have the orb that needs to be killed ASAP. That's the recipe for disaster, man, with a pug. So if you kill him by himself, the mob we just skipped, you're gonna waste loads of time. It's not worth it. It's better to just skip him. There we are. Nicely, nicely done. Let's go for the patrol here now. I might want these guys a bit further away. Come here, you. Get out of the pool, please. By the time these guys die, all the pools should go away. Very important to do good interrupts here. You have at least 2 big spells you need to kick. The reinvent whatever spell. And the unstable explosion, which will pretty much one-shot all of your party. So there are 2 there now. I could see 2 of the spells that you need to kick being cast. If you see Hyper Light, you don't have to kick it here. If you see Hyper Light, do not kick it. It's not very important. Man, just get out of the pool. This is important because it's gonna get ill to full again.
Target change. Watch all.
He's gonna get 1 shot. Someone's gonna get 1 shot. Oh, nearly. The Warlock. Oh, we have so little time. Right now, we should be starting the boss. I can see the Warrior doesn't have a lot of DPS.
Watch all.
That might be the main reason why we are short for time. But right now, with 6 minutes on the clock, we should be starting the boss.
Target change.
So this is gonna be very, very tight.
Watch all. Watch all.
I like to do these 2 guys first, and then try to save an
Target change.
together with the boss. This time I might need to pull everything. You really shouldn't pull the next pack together with this. It's an absolute mistake.
Watch all.
But because I'm trying to time it, I'm gonna go for it. But it's a big, big mistake, by the way. Unstable. Kick. Because now you are stressing out your pug. They have so much to think about right now.
Target change.
Including killing this guy here first.
Watch all. Interrupt.
Unstable bomb was about to be cast. Managed to kick that one. I really want to start the boss right now
Watch orb.
to have enough time to do him. Kick on the reinvent so he doesn't get ill to full.
Interrupt.
Let's kick the stun on the reinvent. Right on time. And now we need to go for the boss. We don't have time to lose. Got 5 minutes on the clock. That's not a lot of time for this boss, by the way. Not a lot of time at all.
Special coming. Interrupt 1.
If one of these guys casts, one cast is enough to kill all the party. Remember that.
Special coming.
Gonna be really tight, actually, this run. We might time it, but it's gonna be super tight.
Special coming.
We are okay for percentage, so our skip worked perfectly. I'm very happy with that. I thought I would need to do percentage after. That guy will have to die.
Special coming.
But at least like
Interrupt
this,
1.
we can focus on one of them only. And then the other guy. I want to kill him just in case.
Interrupt 1.
Just in case he goes out of my incap at a bad moment.
Special coming.
It's better to kill. Rather than being worried about these guys wiping the party. Remember, it's one cast. They will kill all your party, man. One cast. Now we should be approaching the next phase here. Still got 3 minutes. It's not a lot of time, by the way. 3 minutes.
Special coming.
Not a lot of time at all. Nice. One of them.
Interrupt 1.
Kick. Hopefully we're gonna go to the next phase now.
Special
Come on.
coming.
I really want to go to the next phase. Why am I dying, man? Damn. Much damage. We got 2 battle rests, man. We should... 3 minutes on the clock. We should... As long as we activate the next phase...
Special coming.
Finally, man. We should be okay. Come on, man. Let's go to the next phase. Come on, man. Nice. I'm gonna mark... Dark blue next.
Special coming.
I'm saying to my party, just go blue next. I want to go in the corner there. To avoid all the stuff that comes our way. Did you get them all? Yeah, we got them all, I think. So now we're gonna want to go in the corner here to get away from the stuff.
Watch wave.
This stuff. The furthest away you are, the easier it is to dodge. People should be really tucked in the corner. Now the healer might need to go back to the middle because of the orb. The giant orb. We got 2 minutes. I'm not sure if we're gonna make this now.
Watch your step.
This is a bit too close.
Watch wave.
From the waves again. Nicely tucked in into the corner here to give us enough reaction time. There we go. Should be easy. Now I really want to go back to the middle again. Normally as a monk I go to the furthest one away.
Special coming.
Ooh, the healer is almost dead, man. We did not get them all. We got this one here still alive. I have the feeling I messed up there.
Watch your step.
I think I'll just kill someone there. We got no battle rest now. Yeah, it was my bad, actually. But anyway, the timer is gone.
Watch wave.
We need a bit more DPS for this one. There should be at least one more star thing coming to us.
Watch your step.
I can see the healer is too far away from us, so I'm trying to be a bit closer. Now it's done. We can go in the corner again if you want to.
Special coming.
Actually, only the wave thing once this time. Okay, got them all now.
Watch wave.
Again, nice attack in the corner here. Give us plenty of reaction time. Ooh, that
Watch your step.
orb is miles away, man. That's gonna be hard now. If he starts the next wave, it's gonna be almost impossible to survive this. With the orb there.
Watch wave.
Yeah, wave now. Sadly. Nice. Good. Pretty good. I'm gonna go to the one furthest away from the party.
Special coming.
Oh, my one didn't work. I'm sleeping, man. Honestly, thought I had my one on in the bag. Pay more attention.
Watch your step.
Okay, boss should be there now. We have battle rest as well, if needed. There we go. Just need a bit more DPS. I'm very, very surprised that people stayed without needing the run. Well said, they didn't need the run. Yeah, the hunter definitely didn't need it, that's for sure. Man, the DPS was really low though for this run. Obviously, you want people to be on 15k at least at the moment, especially if they have 4 pieces. He only has 2 pieces, this warrior. Oh well, never mind. That's another one done. Might try to do Streets and Gambit again, perhaps. Ideally. That last boss, though, on Tyrannical, it takes ages to kill. Even with better DPS. You really need to make sure you get to the last boss with plenty of time. 22, not a big fan of 22, but I think my gear is not up to scratch to do a 22. This 20 would be amazing. What a nice display of fair play, eh? I'm very pleased with our last run, just because everyone stayed, even though the leader made the mistake of looking for streets instead of gambit. Fair play, fair play. Okay. I find it really strange. I know that monks were never the main in the main tank meta. I find it strange when people don't invite me for a 20 when they can see clearly, if they go on the website as well, that I've timed 5 runs now this week on plus 20. That should be reassurance enough to get an invitation. Again, I know that monks are not the favorite choice. Druids and paladins seem to be the most favorable choice right now. If there's something you learn playing this game, is that you should have always at least 2 characters maxed up. In case the meta doesn't favor you. But I've been a bit too lazy. Well, lazy and a bit short for time as well. Oh, so the warrior is saying he's a PvP player. He has got no recount. I think he played fairly well. 3 deaths, it's a bit much. But for someone who plays PvP and not doesn't have a ton of experience, that wasn't too bad. Avoidable damage is quite high as well. Number 2 on the list. But then again, melees in gambits might get a bit extra stuff. He kicked well as well. Yeah, actually we all have the same level of kicking, but again, that instance, there are parts where you cannot kick at all. Yeah. Yeah, considering you are a PvP player, not too bad at all. You have 8.6k DPS, which is really low for plus 20. Normally people have 15k with 4 piece. I know you have 2 piece. Tips to improve. Well, I'm not a warrior myself, so I'm not too sure. Look for Mythic Plus Warrior Guide. In example, Icy Veins and not MMO champion. Wowhead have really good guides on best consumables and best rotation. So Icy Veins and Wowheads, especially the rotation, is perhaps one of the most important things, because normally the guides will split single targets and AoE. So you have 2 different rotations, one for single target and one specific for AoE, for cleaving. So it's good to know what the 2 rotations look like and what to prioritize. What's his first plus 20? Yeah, not too bad at all, man. Your kicking is good. We all have had about the same interrupts, 13 each. He kicked Water Bolt. Unstable Rift, it's a good kick. Tidal Burst, it's a good kick. Volatile Pufferfish, it's a good kick. Just Hyper Bolt is not the best kick, but at least he kicked. Unstable is a lot more important. Reinvigorate, it's perhaps the two most important kicks is Unstable Rift and Reinvigorate. He has a couple of Unstable Rifts. You can also check which spells are the most important to kick. You kicked one Hyper Bolt, which is not a wipe spell. I can say to him as well, you kicked Water Bolt, which is important, and also Unstable Rift ×2. That's a wipe avoiding kick. Well played. That's all I can say, really. Stuns, I can see the CC duration. I can see the CC, who did more CC for the run as well, which is quite important as well, I suppose. Depending on the instance, and depending on the affixes, it's very important that people check crowd control done. It looks like I was the one with the most crowd control. The warrior was number 3. Mass entanglement from the druid is quite good as well. Normally you want to see you want to see the warlock with more CC. You want to see the hunter with more CC as well. 15 storm bolts is quite good, but I did 30 leg sweeps, so I think, not sure what's the cooldown on the storm bolt, but I don't think it's more than a minute. So potentially could have doubled that. Yep, 15 stuns, not too bad. But in comparison, I did 32 leg sweeps, 1 minute cooldown. And most runs, the things we've been checking now, the things that the warrior just asked me to check, are normally the reason why people will get stuck on certain dungeons or keys, because they're not aware that CC and kicks are more important than raw DPS. You see, this run, right? You could say, by the way, I had people very recently, this week, I had people that left the run after one boss because they said, oh, you guys don't have enough DPS. That's what he said. That's the muscle mentality that's very, very common in pugs when you play Mythic. So because he had, I think he had like 14k, everybody else had like 10k or less than 10k, he just quit. But as you can see here, Gambits, with one guy with 8.6k, one guy 13.6, one guy 12.7. You could say this is not enough damage to time a Gambit 20. But we nearly did it, just because we don't wipe as much and we kick the right stuff and we stun the right stuff. You can still do it, man. As long as you stay alive and you help your team to stay alive, because you know what spells can insta-kill someone. The reason why people say, oh, you need like 15k DPS, 16k DPS, it's because more often than not, you see people getting one shot. They don't even know why they got one shot. They don't even look at their death log to try to understand why did I get one shot. They just blame the tank, or the tank maybe lost aggro. They blame the healer, or the healer should have healed me. While when in reality, Blizzard's, and I completely support Blizzard in that. I 100% agree that these spells should be in the game. Else the game is just muscle. You just tank and spank. You don't need to know anything about the dungeons. So I think that's a good thing for the game. And it literally takes 5 minutes to check a death log, what killed me. Then you can go on Google, you Google the name of the spell that killed you, and you can quickly find out if there's something you can do to avoid it next time. Or sometimes there's actually nothing you can do. You need to use a defensive. But at least next time when you see it on you, you will remind yourself to use a defensive to stay alive. A good example of that is Necrotic Wake, the first boss, the Spit. You cannot avoid the Spit. You're always gonna get hit by it. And this weak Tyrannical, you can hit for like 60k, so it's almost one shot, one Spit. So in that situation, all you need to do is get away from the team and use a defensive. If you're a healer, if you have a good spell to keep someone alive in that situation, if you're a healer, you should know about that as well. If someone is being targeted by the Spit on the first boss, Necrotic Wake, you should be prepared to use some cooldowns.
Watch your step.
But most stuff that one-shots people, normally you can kick it or stun it. Some spells you cannot kick. They'll be like a gray colored spell. But in that case, you can incap if you're a monk. You can trap if you're a hunter. You can stun. Most classes can stun these days. And what you'll find is that sometimes, even with low DPS, you might still time stuff. And like this week, it's more important to have a good Typhoon or Ring to make sure they don't heal. More than having the best possible DPS you can get. Why not coming to me, man? Get out of the pool, you. Good kick by the mage. So that kick there by the mage, he saw a guy inside the pool. To make him move, he kicked his casts to make him move quicker. This week, that's more important than just go ballistic and do 20k DPS. Of course that will help. But that there, even with 20k DPS, he would get healed to full constantly. So you would never kill him if you don't kick.
Watch your step.
This spell needs a kick. The hard something spell will put a shield on one of them, which will make them really, really hard to kill.
Watch your step.
That was a fairly good stun. If you stun when they are about to die, it's sometimes a bit too risky, perhaps. Trying to run from the pool, I did the wrong pool here, not gonna lie to you. I was gonna save the boss mob for later, but now we're gonna do him first. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. As long as my team doesn't pull anything else.
Watch your step.
And with that in mind, I might want to go to the back here. Before somebody else pulls something. Let's go safe.
Watch your step.
I might do the next pack there on the side. Just before the boss to get the together with the boss. We might do that instead. Here comes the boss. To get the now, that'll be nice. And as soon as we get the I can probably pull the boss with whatever is left from this pack. Should be safe. Nice stun. Nice cage, actually. The Demon Hunter just used his cage because he was out of kicks. To kick a very important spell there. The one I just mentioned earlier that can heal a lot. The hard whatevers. So now I want to go for the boss, really. Even before that Group is dead. Just to make the most of the urn now. So we can burst a little bit. Now we're gonna get another urn as well, which is absolutely ideal. Really great. Double urn here. Amazing. Oh, you need to go further away, bro. You're gonna get insta killed. No. Thank you. As a cooldown in the right time. Well played. Get the boss down here so people can see him behind the shield. Now I can see. I think my druid is. You'll see many healers. I think this is a problem that people need to address, right? You see many healers these days who believe that they need to DPS a lot. It's the muscle mentality, it really is. You either get muscle or you don't time the key. So you get many healers. The great majority of healers, they think, oh, I need to do like 5k DPS at least, 6k DPS on a run, or if not, I'm a bad healer. Man, that's for MDI. The healers are normally, sometimes are actually the top DPS. They actually beat the actual DPS on the MDI. So in that scenario, yes, because they are doing, what people forget is that when they do plus 21, plus 20, plus 22, man, they can easily do plus 25s, plus 26s, man. Why do you think that damage becomes the most important thing in MDI? Do you think they played exactly the same when they actually trying to push keys? If they go for the great push, do you think healers are gonna do the same kind of DPS? No, man. Healers are gonna be topping everyone up to make sure nobody dies, man.
Watch your step.
DPS, yes, is still important, but it comes secondary. And what you get from people watching MDI, they believe that as a healer, you need to have this incredible amount of DPS instead of topping everybody up. I see so many, on my runs, I see so many people dying without any reason. They die because the healer is trying to do a lot of DPS instead of making sure everybody's topped up. If I see I'm topped up, I'm gonna do bigger pulls, man.
Watch your step.
And normally, bigger pulls equals more damage for the overall run, rather than the healer trying to DPS whenever he can. So many times, man, I'm ready to pull really big, to go for like 3 packs, but my life is constantly like 50%. If the healer sees the tank on 50%, they're happy, man. They see 50%, it means, okay, I don't need to heal him, I can just DPS. On a pre-made team, maybe. MDI, maybe. On a pug, not really. You're actually making your tank go slower. Trying to get the Orn to start, but to go away. Ideally want to skip him. These 2 dogs, they need to die at the same time. I hope my party is aware of that. Else they're gonna respawn. They seem to know about it. Like, you see my life now? I can guarantee you, my healer, he sees me on 50% HP and he's like, it's fine, I'll just DPS. Now they are dying. One of them is dying too quick. That could be bad. I have my execute, which I used. Didn't kill him. He might rest. Didn't rest. In the nick of time. Good. So yeah, people need to remember that what they watch on MDI, it's the same as Pugs doing a plus 15, 16, man. The level of difficulty to them, it's the same. They are chilling, man. That's why they go for full damage comps. I want to skip. Not sure if my party wants to skip as well. Or if they can skip. Basically, this guy takes too long to die. Little percentage. I'm asking my party to go boss. So they start the dialogue and stuff. And then I like to pull these two groups here. While that happens. Needless to say, nobody should heal or damage while I do this. If the tank is mounted up, if you see your tank is mounted up, he's not building any aggro, man. He's just walking. So if you do a heal, or if you start DPSing, you're gonna get aggro, no, guaranteed. Everybody should stay melee on this pool. But my druid is getting kicked. Like, the guys with the shield are kicking my druid because he's too far away. The guys with the shield will charge you if you're not melee. So all the casters should stay melee on this pool. I also get kicked for like 5 seconds or 4 seconds, which could very well be a wipe, to be honest. Now the boss animation is done. We can go straight to the boss. That's what we need.
Target you. Run.
So I read, I think it was on Icy Veins or Wowhead. I read that this door there, it's the best spot to kill the Goliath. Apparently, it's better than the corner there, where I normally go. I'm gonna try that today. See if it is actually better or not.
Run.
If the orbs don't get stuck on the door, then it's not as good. Because you would prefer a 45-degree angle rather than a 180. But if plenty of orbs get stuck by the door, then it is worth it. So let's test that now, see what happens.
Watch orb.
Let's see if this door is actually better.
Watch orb.
Here come the orbs. There are quite a few that are... like 3 or 4 orbs got stuck. It's about the same as the corner I normally go to, so I'm not sure if this is better. Unless it needs to be right in the corner of the door. Not sure if I'm doing something wrong. But so far, it does not look better than what I did before. Oh! I was stupid, wasn't I? Got plenty of stacks for no reason.
Target you. Target change. Watch orb.
I really want to kill this guy in the corner, but I'm struggling a bit.
Run.
Okay, he's on the
Keep
corner now.
moving.
We got one bottle rest. So the question now
Target change.
is that any better? Got like four orbs stuck there. Not sure if this is better, to be honest.
Run.
We have hero ready, man. Might as well just hero this.
Target change.
Might be too late now, maybe, for the hero. I think he wants to save it now.
Target you.
Not sure if the mage is slipping or what's happening. Because to save the hero here... Oh, man. Oh, no!
Run.
That was really late,
Keep
man.
moving.
I'm not even sure if it's worth it anymore. Oh! Gary.
Target change.
I'm not too sure about this door. That was a super late hero, to be honest. I want my party to stay there. I want to pull this guy back here. I don't want to pull the patrol, so that's why I'm gonna go far, far away. This should be fine. Be careful not to pull the patrol. Around the corner. Nice. Very important to get the portal first here before a large pull. I'm just saying, large pull next, use defensives. I like to do normally. Twink up that guy. Just make sure he doesn't open stuff. I stun here. And I go outside. Nice little stun there. It looks a bit scary, this, but normally fine. Especially because it's mostly melee DPS. Make sure you keep moving, so they don't heal too much. Really don't want these guys to die here. Please die here. Die, 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 die. Nice. Keep moving. We're taking a lot of damage now. Nice. This guy didn't heal too much. I reckon on Tyrannical can probably pull the whole room, and I'm doing it carefully.
Interrupt.
Only two groups at the moment. I did 3 in the past, but on a lower key. It looks like this week it's safe, especially Tyrannical. Should be okay. always say, though, for my party to use defensive just in case. If I lose aggro there or something. Gonna pull the boss in 5 seconds. This boss with without hero might be a mistake. So I'm actually regretting this now. I'm regretting to go to this boss without hero. I really am.
AoE incoming.
I should probably do the market event thing first.
Stack.
I think that was a mistake that can cost us the run, actually.
Special coming.
I wouldn't be surprised if we wipe here because we have no hero. Far from ideal, this.
AoE incoming.
To be very honest. The healer should just heal, man. With 4 players, you get plenty of time, man. You got so much time to do all the parcels.
AoE incoming.
You don't need to risk.
Stack.
Oh, people are nearly dead. I'm actually doing some off heals.
Special coming. AoE incoming.
Truth be told, I think I made a mistake. I'm just gonna off heal people, man, because my healer is struggling big time. Or he's just DPSing, one or the other. It's a big mistake.
AoE incoming. Stack.
Oh, he doesn't want to stack. He has ice block. Yeah, nice. That was good. We don't have any more bottle rests.
Special coming.
We're going to down this boss now. I'm using a damage potion right now.
AoE incoming.
See,
At your feet.
we can do this. I'm gonna do some off heals now. We have plenty of time, as you can see. 4 players is plenty of time. Just gonna do some off healing. We do the.
AoE incoming.
We should just focus the boss. Should be fine. Nice. That was a big risk, to be honest. To be honest with you, that was my mistake. We have 3 minutes on the hero, so it's gonna be ready for the next boss nicely, but it's better to use it here and on the last boss, to be honest with you. Because now if you do it on the next boss, we might wipe on the last boss. The Warlock is gonna do... It's unusual to see Warlocks doing this, but he wants to do it. Let him do it. Oh, it's not the Warlock. I'm being silly, aren't I? It's a Demon Hunter, which actually moves a lot faster than a Warlock. Demon Hunter should be okay-ish. Yeah, it's moving quite fast. That should be fine. So yeah, I think this run we're gonna play with a hero less than normal because of me. We should have done this first. Use hero on the middle room maybe. And then hero on the last boss. Golden Sand. There you go. Not too bad indeed. Not too bad. I should get the Orn. Normally the tank always gets the horn because it's the worst instrument you can get. All the others do a little nice slide thing for you. The horn makes you stay in place. And during the boss, you can die because of the horn. Because you need to do the horn on top of the boss. Where normally the AoE stuff is gonna fall.
Defensive.
Like this goo stuff is gonna fall on top of the boss and you can die if you have the horn. Let the tank take it. Oh, teleport! Quick stun on the teleport.
Defensive.
The Demon Hunter was like, you can get my horn on the shot, cheeky.
Defensive. Interrupt.
Incap on the teleport. Like, it's quite important that you stop the teleport. There's only one guy here.
Defensive.
The pattern that the one who casts Hyper Light will also do the teleport thing. If you stop it, you might save a good 30 seconds to a minute.
Interrupt.
So you can just keep cleaving them. Rather than having like one guy left at the end in the corner of the room. For another 10 seconds or 20 seconds or so.
Defensive. Spread.
As you see now, the nodes are in the middle of the boss.
Shockwave.
So if you have the horn, you need to be on top of the boss to do it, and sometimes you can die.
Defensive.
The boss is dying really fast, actually.
Shockwave.
19k from the unholy Death Knight, man. That's absolutely insane.
Spread.
It's only for the boss? Yes. That's crazy.
Defensive.
I just discovered that if you go behind the microphone here, you get stuck. If you are there, even if the boss tries to pull you in, you don't go anywhere. Just realize that. Nice little thing to know, I suppose. Off we go to the last boss with 10 minutes, plenty of time. Oh, we got a guy here that we didn't kill earlier. Okay. That's fair enough. Normally you can skip this guy, but in my experience, even when I put a cross on the floor there, people go brain AFK and they just pull him. So better to do it now, rather than having to come back here. One person should go, like they are doing, one person should go straight to the boss, really. Just to activate the animation and the dialogue. So we don't waste time with that. Saying that, nobody went to the boss. Oh, yes, they did. Okay, good. We have one battle rest as well. I've done this boss many times without needing the battle rest, so hopefully we will not need it this time as well. Fingers crossed. We did say to do the hero on 50%, which is okay. Hero on 50% is okay. It's definitely 100% better than starting with hero on this boss. You don't want to have less space to run too quick. Obviously on 40% it splits the floor in 4.
Run.
So you want to delay that as much as possible, really. You want to take the boss down to 40% slowly, and then hero after 40%. The problem is, even if you hero late, the boss can, if the DPS is too high, sometimes you'll see 2 circles on the floor expanding. So you need to jump twice, and it's really hard. People normally die there. And it's normally because we have too much DPS. I think we're gonna hero now, or soon.
Run.
Square is okay. A delayed square is okay here. Now, hopefully, we'll kick the boss really late. The key to do this boss easily is to kick his cast really late.
Interrupt 1.
Really, really late.
Interrupt 2.
Ideally on 1 second. That's where you want to kick him. Because if you kick him too quick, again, that was too quick. You can get the thing on the floor, the circle on the floor, twice. And you absolutely do not want that. People are gonna die then. But the boss is almost dead, and we have plenty of DPS. GG, well played. Need the circle. Lovely. Perfect. Really good run here. 17 points. Whoop, whoop. Nice. That was really good. Really, really good. Still 7 minutes on the clock. Excellent. The mage DPS was a bit low. The DH as well a bit low, but the DK absolutely carried this with 14k DPS. Now they got Mists 21. Suppose we can do it. Not sure if the DPS, to be honest, is going to be in... Well, the unholy DK will probably carry again. On Mists, you really need a lot of single target DPS. On the boss fight, the Demon Hunter had 11k, Mage 12k. Mists 21, I would say, on a normal boss, you need at least 14k. To do him in like 2 burst windows, you need all the party with at least 14k on a normal boss. And then on Mists boss, you're gonna end up with 17, 18k DPS. Right, I need a very quick bio. I'll be right back. We might be going Mists 21. I'm not too sure. I need to time it actually, so that'll be good for me. But I'm not too sure about our DPS, if it's gonna be enough or not. We will see. Right, quick bio, guys. Be right back. Well, actually, at the moment. Going really well so far. Yeah, couple. Lovely, lovely. I'm being asked if I'm going to do the Woo Relic on the first pull. Not this week, because of the Sanguine. I'm just explaining that because of the pools, it's not worth it to do the first pack and go for the Woo. So in here, on the first pool here, all of that together, you can get the Woo after the pack. But all of these guys leave a pool. These guys leave a pool as well. And this guy casts quite often. He just stays on the same place for ages, for like 5 seconds. And if you're unlucky, and he falls on a pool, he's gonna heal back to full almost. So he just wastes too much time. It's better to go for invisibility potion. Even if you guys wondering where to check what classes are the best for DPS, you normally have every week or so you have an article on Wowhead or Icy Veins about the best classes for the week in terms of DPS week on week. Or if you wanna come here on noxic.com, that's the name of the website. If I select single targets, you can see the best classes and only DK. There you go. That's why it was so good as well. His class is quite nice. At the moment, he's top 5 on single targets and almost top 5. I'm on, I mean, on 3 targets plus and almost top 5 on single targets. So that's one of the reasons why the run went so well as well. DK needs a couple of minutes. Much longer. So I just need... I might need to time all of them to get to 3k. I got 2971. I think I'll need to time everything I haven't timed on plus 20 to get there, it seems. Not sure if I'll be able to accomplish that this week. I might aim at 3k next week, maybe. A bit more realistic. Someone is asking if on the skip people can see invisible. So I'm just gonna show the party quickly where they should go. So it should really go something like this. That should be the skip path roughly. With a pug, it's actually quite good to do this, by the way. If you're with a pug, you're not 100% sure if they know what they are doing. You ask your knight fae to open the door first and show them the path. Might be extra safe. I think we are still waiting for the DK. Mists 21 right now. Let's see how it goes. Oh, actually, they can see even if you have an invisibility potion. I wasn't sure. I said on the chat, I'm not too sure if invisibility potion they will see you. Actually, they do see you as well. I know with stealth they will 100% see you. So the route is pretty much standard. The key, in my experience, by the way, the key to time mists, two very important things. First, can you down the first boss on one, ideally, or a maximum of two burst windows? If you go for the third burst window, 99% you will not time the key. And the second very important thing is, can you pull extra packs? If you can pull extra packs, you're gonna save 2-3 minutes easily, rather than doing one by one and getting down here to the boss and having to do 1-2-3 packs or so. You're gonna waste a lot of time. To accomplish that this week, I think it needs to be me. I don't know if the Death Knight can use his minion to pull extra rooms. I'm gonna use my Ox to do it at least once. I don't think I'll be able to do it twice. We'll see. Oh, so the DK can pull as well. I wasn't sure about that. The Demon Hunter just said that the DK can pull extra rooms as well. I'm not 100% sure. To be honest, DKs only became really good on Season 3. You didn't see that many Season 1 and Season 2. Normally, you would have a Warlock or very commonly a Hunter, because Hunters have been meta since season 1. Every single season they are well placed. Oh, Death Knight is now AFK. Oh, so the Druid is saying as unholy. As unholy is pretty sure they can. Which, by the way, is the best spec right now for DKs. Unholy, where you get the most DPS. Apart from that, I think I mentioned the most important stuff about mists and to time mists, what you need to do. The other thing is, where possible, especially if you don't have a class that can dispel poison, it becomes really important to not do the insects here. They are on my route, just in case, because sometimes things go wrong and people just body pull them. I try to encap them when they are going around so we can skip them. They take too long to die, and they do too much damage. So you can actually wipe if you pull like 1 or 2 packs, plus the flying insects. Plus, if you don't have a class that can dispel poison like monks, you can easily wipe. Because like 3-4 stacks on a player, and it's almost impossible to heal. You're gonna get like 20k DPS on them with 4 stacks. It's impossible to out heal that damage. This dude is funny. 2 minutes, he said. Right, good joke. Oh, looks like he's here now. Let's see who else went AFK. Oh, nobody. Good, good, good. Let's do this, boys and girls. Make it a good one. I absolutely love mists. It might be, if not my favorite instance, one of my favorite instances. Especially when you pug. You get the first boss that will basically tell you, can you time it or not? And then people can decide to stay or leave. Much better than having like a couple of easy bosses and then the last one is just almost impossible to kill. Hey, hey, Mace! Almost 3k, nearly! So close, man, so close. I can feel it. If you get the cage, nice cage there. Still hug the wall, always hug the wall, even if you have a cage or a suit of some sort. Oh, I got 2 players far behind. Not sure what's happening there, but actually, I might have pulled too quick. Because this pack is not easy. It's better to do it when all people are ready. At least I didn't pull anything else, it seems. Very commonly, you'll see people ninja pulling on the skip. Just because they do not hug the wall. Very good start indeed. While they open the door, I'm gonna start these 2 fellas here. Try to get them to meet quickly. I always mark a skull on these guys. You don't want them both to stay alive for too long.
Watch your feet.
Need the door to be open. There we go.
Watch your feet.
And obviously in this, you want to go for the small mushroom to get extra DPS.
Watch your feet.
Life is not as important. You really want to muscle this one here. Actually, it's one of the few instances where you can say that muscle is more important than brain.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
My party didn't quite respect my marks. So now we still have 2 of them half HP rather than just 1 of them alive. And people start to die. We really do not want to use the battle res here. We did, but that's the last thing we want. Better to waste time here and save the battle res for the boss, just in case someone dies.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Now, 100% sure if anybody dies on the first boss, especially before the burst window, the key is gone. You need 5 players alive to burst. Oh, we're not gonna time this.
Watch your feet. Interrupt. Shockwave. Shockwave. AOE incoming. Shockwave. Fear incoming. Interrupt. Interrupt. Shockwave.
Really need that arranged kick. Nicely done, nicely done. During the fear, or after the fear, I really want someone to kick the boss. Else you can lose too much DPS waiting the melee. Ooh, someone died, so we now know for sure the key is done. We have no battle res. We got 4 players alive. Even if we have the best DPS in the world, this key is now officially depleted. He died just before the burst window as well, which is quite common to be fair. This happens all the time. That's why normally you do not want to battle res on trash.
Shockwave.
Now we're gonna need at least 3 or more. It looks like we're gonna need 4 burst windows right now.
Interrupt.
And needless to say, we do not have time for 4
Interrupt.
burst windows.
Shockwave. Interrupt. Fear incoming.
Now I just need to see if anybody needs these not timed. We might continue.
Shockwave.
If people only need it timed, now is the best time to leave, just so we don't waste too much time. So I can see the healer already wants to leave. Usually, I always say the key holder should be the one to decide to leave or stay. But if the druid ninja quits,
Shockwave.
the druid's already saying resets and GG. Instead of making him leave the party and we all die, let's just reset now.
Interrupt.
GG's, GG's. To be honest, I think even if we had 5 players, the DPS didn't look amazing, to be honest. I was expecting at least for the boss to go down to 50% with 4 players. After the first burst window, it was on 70 or 60%. So I think even if the Demon Hunter was alive, we didn't have enough damage for that one, sadly. Good luck, good luck. Thanks for the invite. Right, I still got at least 1 hour, so I can do 1 more. If I got... I might do a viewer key. The chat is completely silent. Not sure if there's anybody watching who would like to do a viewer key. Probably not, so I might just try to queue up. Ah, you're my light! You're here, bro. Let's do your key then, bro. Yeah, I think it's gonna be more realistic to do it next week, my 3k score. And now we can just chill a bit, have some fun with You're My Light. One of the originals, one of the founders of the channel. What have you got? So you got Spires. Let me do a Spires one, so just so you can see me easily, bro. And we can go from there. Oh, actually, I got you on my friend list, don't I? That was a bit silly. There you are, Kuna Matata. And now we can change this to 16 spires. Do you only want to time it, or do you wanna finish it? I can change the group options, yeah? Time would be nice. Do you only want to time it, or are you happy to just finish it if it's untimed, or would you prefer to stop? But I don't mind because I already have timed 16 spires. Okay, so I'm gonna say a bit timer only. I think this is gonna be the last run of today, by the way. I got like another hour to play before I need to go. And that might be it for this week, actually. So I think I managed to get quite a lot done. This week I timed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instances on plus 20. I got another couple of instances where I got to the last boss with like 7 minutes and we still failed, sadly. That happened in Gambit plus 21. Oh well, still good actually. As a whole, this week was actually quite good. I cannot complain. Now for Spires, we absolutely need a Shaman. I will never go Spires without a Shaman. Best kick in the game, and more than that, it just brings peace and calm to the rest of the team here. If you have a Shaman, peace of mind is in charge of the Goliath. They can do whatever else. You don't have to stress. It's pretty much the only thing in Spires this week that can one-shot people. Even if we mess up the rest, should be fine. Just say here, Shami preferred. I might as well start flying, maybe. Fire. I'll wait for the Shami first. I can see there are a couple of very good players on the queue, but if I see a Shami with a pre-made team, always better to prioritize what you need first, rather than making it harder to find people after that. Spires this week shouldn't be overly hard, to be fair. Quite a few, on a few packs, I need to use my ring to get them out of the pools or kick. That's the only thing. There are quite a few casters that can stay casting in the middle of a pool. Apart from that, should be an easy week for Spires. Obviously, all the bosses, they last quite long, so that's one thing that will slow your run in terms of timing it. You need to make sure you bring plenty of single target classes, and then you'll be good. The last boss, I'm expecting the last boss to last at least 5-6 minutes. It takes ages to kill the last boss on Tyrannical. No Shamis around, it seems, surprisingly. We might need to wait a little bit, You're my light, for the Shami. Because if you do not have a Shami, all good, nice, no stress. If you don't have a Shami, sometimes what I say is to avoid missing a kick on a Goliath, I'll just say all DPS, the 3 DPS, Goliath only. So chances are they will, if you have a melee DPS and a range DPS, their cooldowns will be different for the kicks. So you think at least one of them is going to catch the AoE ability without having to be too coordinated on a pug. But as you can imagine, that's still quite risky, even then. You can't help it. Just be patient, wait for a shabby, and put him in charge of the Goliath. And needless to say, there are other spells that are very important to kick. And if you assign 3 DPS to kick the Goliath, you are compromising. Two shamans now, but they haven't got much experience, sadly. There's one here with 4 pieces. And he has done the raid in heroic. Pretty much all of it. Let me see if he has experience on the previous season, on season 2. If he does, he might be good to go. He has 2.1k experience on season 2. I think that's like plus 19s and so, isn't it? Just double check. He timed a few plus 18s on last season. As a DPS as well. That is not too bad. I will need a Kyrian as well. Oh, I got a guy here who has done some heroic as well, and he has time plus 16 this season. That might be a safer bet. Now we have Battle Res, we have Shaman and Hero. We can just go with some muscle here now. Get 2 big boys. And we are good to go, really. That's a nice form, bro. Nice big owl. Just gonna double check with the Shaman if he is okay to solo all the Goliaths. We have a Hunter as well, which can be very helpful with one of the bosses. The bosses with the orb. Well, it's the Golem boss that looks like a Goliath. Hunter's Turtle can be really useful there. And hopefully, if you have enough DPS, he's only gonna do it once. Oh. Shaman declined the summon, so I thought he did not need a summon. He actually needs a summon now. He was being lazy. There we go. Here we are, Spire 16. You're my light's key. Should be nice and easy, this. Got the absolute perfect setup, man. A shabby to take care of the kicks. His enhancement, so he's a melee DPS, which with a monk and a warrior is ideal. So this is the best setup for high damage, because you have a warrior buff, and my passive, the monk's passive, to get extra melee or extra physical DPS. So the damage should be quite high for this. And we also have a hunter to do the orbs in one of the bosses. That should be really good. And we are off. Make it a good one here. If you want a pre-made, like on a plus 16, with a good comp like we have, I would even say let's pull the whole corridor. Even the guys upstairs. We should be perfectly fine to kill them all. I know our DPS is going to be massive.
Interrupt.
So I can see that I managed to pull them all out from the pool, but it's hard with the earth elemental. Luckily it worked well this time. Ooh, am I getting one shot? Damn. I got a whirlwind on me and V V at the same time. That was interesting to say the least. That's why is just better and safer. Have to keep them outside the pools. There we go.
Interrupt.
First boss here might be interesting to heal, let's say. This first boss with 3 melee classes. Just because I can see a lot of people crossing the black line.
Interrupt.
That stun from the shaman was a bit too late, so he forced some of the mobs to stay in the pool. The Goliath was a bit unfortunate that he started charging as soon as one of them died. To be honest, as a monk, I could have stopped that if I used my ring just before they died. I was a little bit distracted there. Could have played slightly better.
Defensive.
So this black ray, the black link in the middle of the bosses
Defensive.
is going to be very likely hard to heal because you have Too many melee classes here. We have 3 of us. It's very, very likely that they'll get a couple of dots at least on them from the black link.
Run away.
Luckily, you got some really big D. Warrior in particular, on 19k. That's really, really good. That's only for the boss as well.
Defensive.
Fury Warrior. Doing really, really well.
Defensive.
Good healing too so far. I know this boss is quite hard to heal. I see nobody's dead. I know for a fact the healer is not sleeping. So easy to get at least a couple of deaths on this boss. In here, I really like, as a tank, I like when it's flying away. I like to stay in the middle of the room, as you saw that just now. It's easier to place the boss.
Defensive.
You can see where the bird is gonna fly to next. They don't lose a lot of cleave. Here we go. Nicely done here. Ideally, I want people to stack here. I know about the pools. But I reckon it's still safe to do this pool. Despite the pools. If we all stack nicely here, I should be able to go around from the pools. As soon as I see them dying, we can start moving as soon as they start dying. And it should be fine that way. Try to do my stun before they die. And now, if all my party comes with me, I'm pinging the map a lot. All the party should go around the corner now and force them to come to me. Like this. This is perfect. There's still one on the pool. It's really if everybody goes out of sight, it's really easy a team effort to make sure they all go out of sight with you. And like that, it's safe to do that pull. I still got my ring of peace to do this. And now as a DPS, you want to try to kill them all at the same time, where possible. To avoid some of the healing. I'm trying to go out of sight again to make them move. One of them moved nicely. The other one is still being a little bastard. I'm gonna try to go around the corner here. Now he's moving, finally. It's all about loss of sight. It really is. This pull here. On any week, not only this week. What? That do not normally happen. Using a couple of cooldowns here so I can face tank. And now I want to go for the next guy. While my team finishes the job. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, man, just die. Why the hell are you there? Looks like it was bugged. I think it was bugged in the same spot. Easy. Nice here for us. Sweet. I'm saying Shaman gets the moon.
Interrupt.
But in saying that, I noticed the Shaman, not only is he kicking the moon, he's also bursting the moon. So I lost aggro there for a second.
Interrupt.
There we are. Still have the warrior with a spare kick if we need. Ideal. I need to make sure this guy doesn't die. He's gonna die away. Nice. So there's no risk for the Goliath to recharge in the middle of the pool. And I executed one of them just to be sure as well. They were about to recharge. I don't want them to recharge at all. If I can help it. Especially not on top of a pool. Make us lose like a minute. Having to kill the same mob again. Come here, man. I might try to do 2 packs now with a spear. I think it's a safe. Is it safe? The pools might make it a little bit harder. I'm gonna try to do 2 packs just because it's a low key. Even if they heal a bit, I'm guessing we will be fine. We actually do not need to do it. I'm sure we would time the run even without doing that, but I believe it's safe, so we're gonna do it. Especially if my party saves some cooldowns for the next pool. If they don't, then it could be a different story. Let's get out, man. I'm trying so hard to save cooldowns. There you go. Even my Ring of Peace, I was trying to save it, but not sure if it was worth it for the next pool. Now, Hunter has cooldowns. Shaman is waiting 20 seconds for the wolves, but it shouldn't be too bad. Warrior has cooldowns ready. So this should be excellent. I'm going to give you some time just to make sure the birds will come to us. Remember, with the pools, you do not want one of them to die too soon, healing all of the others. With a spear, I don't think you can move them, by the way. As soon as you use the spear, they'll stay in the same place. I don't think I can Ring of Peace, even. So Ringo should do the spear now. Nice. And now just blast like crazy, man. Just absolutely blast like crazy. I got my ring ready as well if I see a pool of stuff on the floor. They are all dying really nicely here. Boom. Look at that. And actually, the most important mob died quickly as well. The Goliath. If the Goliath would recharge on top of a pool, I wouldn't be very happy. This guy staying alive is not too bad. We can kill him quickly now. I can even pull the next pack, to be honest, while this guy is alive. That guy doesn't matter that much. Oh, frontal. Oh, my shaman nearly died. On a plus 16 as well. It's tyrannical, plus 16. And the skull with the frontal nearly killed my shaman, man. I'm actually surprised. I didn't think he would deal so much damage. Now I'm waiting for the frontal again. He's not doing it yet. How are you gonna do it? Ah, frontal coming out. Nobody got hit this time. Good. Nice. Here we go. Just asking my team to single target the skull as it reduces damage by 75%, so there's no point. Even if you cleave here, your damage is going to be lower than if you just go burst. Single target burst. I'm going to try to get the cleave away. I didn't manage. That was my bad. I was too slow. to prepare the cleave. I can see my party is cleaving a lot, by the way. They didn't listen to me. I can see I'm losing aggro because they are cleaving so much. They absolutely did not care. And actually, they are losing DPS. The skull could be dead like 30 seconds ago. If my party wanted to, they could have killed the skull already. Ages ago, man. And now they should start cleaving. And they would get a lot more DPS in general for the pool.
Interrupt.
Nice, outside the pool, just. Good lucky. Nice. Dead. And the boss is in a good spot as well. Ideal. Try not to reset him. Actually, it was almost being reset. Oh, we reset now, man. Oh, man. Somebody was too far away. The boss target him, and he resets. Because obviously the boss will always charge a random player. You never know who he's gonna be. Until it actually happens. So we just lost a lot of burst there. We lost hero as well. Woo. Far from ideal, that.
Shockwave.
Now it's really important to stay close to the boss on this phase. The closer people are to the boss, the further away they are from the black stuff. So it gives people a little bit more reaction time to make sure they're not hit by the black stuff.
Shockwave.
Here we go again.
Shockwave. Watch your step.
Boss is nearly dead now. That's good.
Shockwave.
Can probably just go here for this one.
Shockwave.
Boom. If we get the Woo next, that would be absolutely fantastic. Just so we can skip a bit quicker with the Woo here. Straight to the last boss's room. What's very important though, maybe as a tank, I'll pull him a little bit further down the stairs. Because the last time I did that with a pug, we killed the ad, we got the Woo buff, that was perfect. But then someone went too quick. As soon as the ad died, they walked straight through this group here. And they aggroed, actually, because the Woo takes a few minutes. I'm being silly. A few seconds, that's what I meant to say. To activate fully. You might see the spell around you, but you are not invisible. You need to give it a few seconds. You really do. someone aggroed, so we lost a bit of time having to do the packs behind us again. Now, people should wait a little bit and then go. Now it should be safe. Oh, the hunter just aggro, I think because of the pet. He is a beast master. So I'm guessing the pet was too close and he had to feign death, maybe. Not sure what he did, but ideally he needs to feign death. Or if he's a night elf, he needs to do the shadow melt thing to reset the aggro. Ah, he just died instead. He's saying they saw me. I will say probably pet. He should just run, man. He's a hunter, so hunter should be able to just release and keep to here, really, while we kill this. He wants a rest. That's fine. We can rest him as well. We go around the corner to make the move. There we go. I think we got this now. The warrior is not ready. Not even sure where he is. He's eating. He must be ready now. He was just eating, yeah. Don't worry, as a tank, don't worry too much about the relics. It's only important to taunt once the sentinel spawns, really. Woo, man, that timing, eh? That timing was far from ideal. The V is really bad, no matter what people say, just go for the R. V is just asking to wipe. If you go for the V or Vi, you're basically asking to wipe. It's just too hard to tank and to avoid its damage. Sometimes you get stairs and ramps and stuff on the floor that will make it almost impossible for your party to see where the V or Vi is doing the spell. Okay, I can see the Hunter is doing the orbs nicely for us. Good. He's nearly out. Okay. His turtle was just enough. Normally you want to get 1 or 2 orbs without the turtle and then activate the turtle. Make sure. That wasn't too bad at all, to be fair. Was on 45%, so it should be okay not to have to do the orbs again. I got plenty of cooldowns, so if I have to do the boss's orbs, got plenty of cooldowns. Shouldn't be a problem at all. There we go, nice. And still 14 minutes for the last boss. Nice and safe. If I want to, I could go for two. I could go for 2 odds here. I might try. If we do the 2 odds, I'm just thinking, can we +2 this? I don't think we can, actually. We got 6 minutes to +2. And the last boss needs about 6 minutes. Well, 5 to 6 minutes. I'm only gonna do two of them because it's safe to do so. My party was a bit sketchy. I'll probably not pull them both. The only thing I don't like right now is that I do not have my touch of death, my execute. That's the only thing I don't like so much right now. Normally I like to be able to execute one of them to make sure they die at the same time. They are fairly okay. They are fairly at the same life. This is what I mean. No, you got healed. Because I didn't have my execute, we just lost a lot of time. Simply put, DPS really needs to be careful to kill them both at the same time. Never mind. I don't think it changed anything really. We had a very small chance to plus this run. Now we have 0 chance. Here we go. Now we should... Yeah, spear, perfect. This week I don't think we shouldn't need hero. We have a decent amount of DPS as well, so it should be fine. Normally on fortified weeks you always want to hero this guy. It's actually a lot harder than the boss itself. We got 4 minutes to ++, which I don't think is gonna be enough, but we'll see. Depends on how much DPS we've got. You're my light is saying +2 would be huge. Yeah, man. I tried, bro. I think if we kill those 2 guys at the same time, nicely, we would +2. Now, I'm not too sure, bro. Honestly. Also because Hero should come a bit later. Hero should come on phase 3, I think, this week. Or at least phase 2. But we'll see what we can do.
Spread.
We still got 3 minutes. But I honestly think we're probably gonna need 4 to 5 minutes for this boss. It just takes ages to die. And people cannot die, man. To +2, people absolutely cannot die.
Phase change.
Okay, next phase. Where is everybody going? I'm gonna go left. Done. Now on this boss, I think I know now why sometimes I miss the spear. You cannot target the legs. As always, it's better to wait for the boss to move. I think
Phase change.
like 3 or 4 times I missed the spear here, and I always wait for the boss to move, right? If you just pick up the spear, and you try to throw it straight away, you might be unlucky and the boss is gonna move away from the spear. So my advice is always, always, always wait for the boss to move to be
Find
safe.
shelter.
Then use the spear. And even doing that, and waiting for the spear, for the target to become big, because when you're on top of the boss, the target becomes bigger. So I was doing that, I was making sure that was happening as well. Even then, I missed the spear, man. I was so confused, and I think it's because I left the target a bit too low. If you aim at the feet or the legs of the boss, I think that's where the issue starts. Then you can easily miss the spear.
Find shelter.
We still have 1 minute to plus this, but again, very, very hard.
Phase change.
We have 3 battle rests, so that battle resting and dying might not be the problem. The problem will be to lose 10 seconds or so of DPS if people die. We absolutely need all the DPS possible. And we absolutely cannot miss the spear. That's why I always, always wait for the boss to move, like so. I aimed at his chest to make sure
Phase change.
I won't miss the spear again. 30 seconds to kill the boss. Maybe you can do it. I'm gonna pop a damage potion for you, bro. I'm splashing out some cash here and using a damage potion to make sure that we might plus this. For You're My Light. I know he doesn't need plus 16, but maybe if it's plus, it's gonna help him with the score.
Find shelter.
10 seconds. Oh, 5%. It's so close, bro. It's so close. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. Hey, there you go, bro. Plus. You asked for it, and you got it, bro. GG, well played indeed. You're My Life is like, hey, oh my god, huge. Grats, bro. Now you got a plus 18 key. Grats. I hope you managed to time it, bro, before the week ends and resets. I would love to help you, but I really need to call it a day here. GG, well played indeed. What a lovely finish to our stream here, eh? And on a really good positive note indeed. Here we are, fellas. Thank you again so much for stopping by. Appreciate your company. I might be streaming again tomorrow, I hope. So I might see you then, eh? As for now, you guys stay safe. Look after yourselves. Until next time. Ciao.